Did you have the chance to go through the latest releases?
Yes.
Were there ones that you loved and ones you didn't like?
We'll talk about it.
No problem, I love that.
I'm a classic man. You can be me when you look this clean, old-fashioned man. Yeah, baby, I'm a classic man.
Hello, you are welcome to episode 74 of the Classic Manny Show. It's your boy, the one and only, and we've got another king in the building today. We've got voice-over artist, killing the game, right, and fellow podcaster, Joe Troy. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
You're
for
saying
making
that
time.
I'm whatever in the game. It's like you are 70-something
Stop it.
episodes
Stop
deep.
it.
I'm nowhere near
Stop
that in the
it.
podcast
Stop
game.
it,
So
man. You're doing
yeah,
amazing.
you're leading the way and inspiring me.
Stop it. You know, I'm a cancer. I'm a very shy person. No, but I'm going to shout out the mainstream for putting me on to you.
Yes, shout out mainstream.
Because I think we're concluding the best podcast.
It's
called,
ones
right?
to watch.
Once to watch best podcast, yeah. So, of course, we're both included in the
Yes.
list, which was an honour, of course.
Yes,
of course,
definitely.
Rema London, shout out to you on
Shout
your
out.
platform. And of course, we checked each other's podcast out. And honestly, you are doing
Thank you.
amazing
Thank
things.
you.
Like, I
Thank
hope
you.
you're proud of yourself because to be a voiceover artist and also be a podcaster as well. Let's get into that. So
Yes.
how did you find out that you could actually be a voiceover artist? Because I feel like I'm very shy. And
Yeah.
even doing the podcaster today, I would
Yeah.
not have ever done this if I wasn't encouraged. So did someone encourage you to be a voiceover artist or something that you realize yourself?
Do you know what it is? I think as creative people, entertainers, whatever you want to call yourself, I think most of us are introverted anyway.
Yeah.
And the way we, you know, when we're on stage or in front of a camera or microphone, I think that's even though it's the public,
Yeah.
it's a safe space.
Yes. I agree.
But in terms of voiceover, it's just something that people have always said you should do it, you could do it. And literally it was during, you know, the infamous Rona.
Gosh, it's even recent.
Yeah, it's very
Wow.
recent. So I made music before, so I kind of always was used to a microphone.
Yes, of course.
And I just thought, let me buy some equipment from my home and actually dive into it. And it was literally, long story short, made a demo myself, got a little bit of help from some friends, made a demo, put it on, it was Fiverr at the time. And
About Fiverr, yeah.
literally within 5-6 months, it was paying my bills.
Gosh, look
And-
at that. What a testimony.
And with that, you know, it gave me the opportunity to develop myself, learning on the job, you know, finding out different aspects of voiceover, what you can actually achieve and getting agents and how much to actually charge. Because as you know, Fiverr is a bit of a minefield in terms of what to charge.
Yep.
But yeah, like 3 and a bit years down the line, I'm
That's
here
amazing.
doing this full time. And, you know, from that, I've started the podcast.
Yes. Let's get
so-
into the podcast.
yeah, yes.
Tell them about it.
Yeah, so the podcast that I have is a voiceovers audio adventure, and it's about the world of voiceover and the audio industry. And it's basically, I created it for myself that I would have liked
yes.
to have back in the
That's
day,
important. That's
because obviously since 2020 everyone was at home, so there's been a lot of people doing voiceover, not knowing how to do it or what to do. And what I assume people know, they don't.
They don't.
So
Just winging it.
exactly. And I decided to make this not only to be creative and make stuff, but to educate myself as well, because there's still a lot I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Of course, we're always learning.
Yeah,
So.
and I'm not afraid to admit that. But it's allowed me to meet some amazing people like yourself. Without doing the podcast, I
Like,
wouldn't be
come
meeting
on,
people. I
come
wouldn't
on,
be
it's
here.
true.
I
Same
wouldn't.
here.
There's so many doors that's opened since I've done the podcast, and it's just an amazing adventure. And yeah, I just love it.
I love that. So how did you get into the industry?
Just being heard. It's if I could literally just give you one answer, you know, I wish I could, but I think it's a bit of you have to have thick skin.
Yes. Oh,
Definitely.
child.
There's a lot of pushbacks, a lot of auditions that you get. There's going to be instances where you're going to be in a studio with like maybe 5, 6, 7 other people, clients telling you what to do. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Do it this way. Do it this way. So there's a lot of pressure. You have to be able to read quickly from a piece of paper. Like, make changes on the fly. Like, it is pressurizing. Everyone has the ability to do it, but not everyone can do it.
Yeah, many are called and few
Yeah,
are chosen.
exactly.
Yes. So how is the audio industry like? Because I think I know about the music industry, or somewhat anyway. But I think we hear about the music industry, hear about particular industry. But how is the audio industry like specifically?
Audio industry is very, how should I say, closed off.
How come?
Because it's not glamorous, so therefore nobody knows about it. Like, you know about it, but what you know is Disney, animation, acting, that kind of stuff, and that's what I thought it was for the most part.
Whilst there's so much more.
Exactly, but I'm doing radio adverts for music labels, for Nike, for all of these people. I'm doing computer games. I'm doing all of this stuff, and once one door opens, other doors open, and that's it. Basically, just gotta be persistent.
I want to get into your resume because you just hit Nike. I did my research, I think just yesterday. Cause I was like, no, I want to know more about like your resume. I said, God, capital extra. Nike. No, I say Nikes, but you taught me that.
I said
Nike.
no. Do you know why I say Nike? Because I say Nike.
Yes.
But whenever I do stuff for them, they tell me to say Nike.
It's an American-owned brand, isn't it? It's an American brand.
But they just want Nike all the time.
It's Nike. Samsung. I worked for Samsung. I was doing what do you call it again? Sales. Before I did my current job at sales. So this is very close to home. BBC, ASOS. You voiced over for Cardi B's release.
Yes.
How was that?
Well, do you know what it is? It's not as glamorous as that sounds, but it's, you know, like I said, I'm a big fan of music, and working with these people. Yeah. It's cool. Like, it's just nice to have on your resume and just be like, oh, I worked on that release, and in some capacity, you know. It's just nice to have. It's really, really nice, really.
That is so cool, man. And what's your favorite one that you've worked on? Like, if you could pick three, what's your favorite that you've worked on?
So crazy. I would say computer games are really exciting. Because they're games, they're different. Yeah. It's not like a 30-second radio ad. It's something that you're actually acting. Yeah. I would say there's something coming out soon that I can't talk about, but something that I've done.
NDAs and that. Yeah. I get it.
But listen, this industry's NDA central. Like, literally, like the games I worked on haven't even come out yet, and I've done them nearly 2 years ago.
Oh my goodness!
So,
how is the procedure like the average procedure of doing it, that kind of role?
So computer games, literally, you don't even, half the time you don't even know what the games are you're working on. And then, you know, stuff like radio ads, stuff like that, straightforward. You do have NDAs for certain campaigns, but for the most part, it's pretty quick. Yeah, it's just the animation stuff, the computer game stuff that takes
a little bit longer.
The longer part. Yeah.
I get that. So going back to your favorite, so far,
I just, it's hard to say which ones because they're all different. I think I got over the clients that I'm working for. Like, in the beginning, like when you get that call from, say, a Samsung or whatever, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm working with them, you're gassed. But once you've worked, not to be big-headed, but once you've worked with 10 people that of that ilk, you're like, okay, how much you pay me?
It's true.
Like, that's it. Like, how much you pay me now?
And
so it's not necessarily the client. I think for me, it's more how interesting the project is, how creative can I be, how involved can I be? Because I work with a lot of European clients, and they're always asking for my input, asking for, would you say that? Like, would you say this word? I'm like, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. And they want input, and that's nice to have, because most of the time you're just getting scripts through, and I've said some crazy stuff.
Could you say it here?
I don't even put it. I don't even put it on my name. Like, I don't even want to do that because I don't know who this is going to listen to.
You know what? It's true.
There's some crazy copywriters out there that will write, like, and that's just unfortunate because it's, you know, I don't want to get all serious, but it's just another side of the industry where the lack of representation and knowing how demographics actually operate. You know, that's one side of it that I would like to kind of change, but you know,
I feel like with time, you definitely could as well. You definitely could. So what advice would you give someone that wants to get into the audio industry?
It's not as hard as you think. I think there's so many resources now. I think 2020 when I started, there wasn't as many online anyway. I think it was established. It's always been there. But because
the visibility,
the visibility, and there's the online community. There's such a helping community. So once you get in, I think just have no fear. Just record, make a demo, and see what happens. That's it. You've got nothing to lose at the end of the day.
That line right there, you have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I like to plug everyone's socials and where they can find you in the beginning. So where can they find your stuff?
Just go to joetroy.com and all of my socials. You can navigate through there. You can see all the stuff I've done, and just check it out.
No problem. It will all be in the episode description. But you are doing amazing. I'm so proud of what you're doing. So shout out to you, man. I'm really honored to have you here once again. So we're gonna get into what are you vibing to. So what were you playing on your way to this lovely studio?
Okay.
You can pick a few.
I do my playlist by literally, I hear an album, I like a song, like most of us do, just throw it on there. So it's pretty random. I was listening to Lil Yachty's new album, which was very good. Have you listened to it?
No.
It's not Lil Yachty it's like Tame Impala, that kind of vibe.
I love Tame Impala.
Duckworth, a lot of Duckworth, some of the songs that you sent me.
We're gonna get into that.
But yeah, it's a lot of random stuff. What's Ice Spice?
I
a couple
her.
of her songs. I'm still on the fence whether I like. I think I like her.
Yes, I do like.
I like everything she's representing and the look she's going with, and she's very grounded. I wouldn't say it's the most amazing music ever made, but I like it. I appreciate it.
You know what? I was watching an interview with Apple Music, I believe, and they were talking about her sound. I feel like
was that with Ebro?
Yeah, Ebro. Yeah, I was watching that, and I think she's talking about how like she wants to go with how she feels at the time in terms of like the sound, her message. I feel like I look forward to hearing her next project and hearing how she changed her sound with time, because apparently she can really rap, but I feel maybe this one doesn't really show her at her best. So I look forward to seeing her.
That Pink Panther song, I think, is
that boy's a liar.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, some songs you just got to applaud. They'll be like, they're catchy. Like, and I think she actually works with that sound. It kind of is. Yeah, it's kind of like a middle ground of what she does and what Pink Panther does. So it's a good one. Because when I first heard about it, I was like, what? But it worked.
It worked. It's so catchy. For me, I hope I say her name right. Aya Nakamura. So her song called Baby.
Okay.
Baby, she's a French artist or French singing artist. I don't know what she's saying. I wish I focused in French.
That's the best one.
But that song, it is so catchy. It's fire. Manilia's White Lies featuring Quankface. And of course, Scissor Snooze. Scissor Snooze, yeah. Oh, I can lose. What?
Do you know what?
A banger.
Yeah. By the end of this podcast, you're gonna think, what do I actually listen to?
Oh God, what are you gonna say?
Okay.
Speak the truth.
Have you seen that that clip or comedy sketch where that woman says about Beyonce?
Yeah, which one?
And then they cancel her.
Oh, it's the BBC one, right? I don't like Beyonce.
Yeah,
and then everyone's like,
that's how I feel like Scissor's getting to that point where I'm like,
oh no!
Again, I like Scissor, but I don't love Scissor.
Oh, wow.
Like I don't know.
You know what? Every guest has different views. I've had some that said they didn't like SOS, the album, so they feel like they prefer Control over SOS. But for me, I love both.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I would never ever say she's not good, because she's mad talented. But for me, I'm just like, I just sometimes think she oversings.
I'm crying. What is oversinging for you?
It's like so much.
Like she puts a lot of words into a bar. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Wow, I know for me like that.
Well, she's spitting bars. She's going like old school Beyonce. That's what she's doing.
Oh, Beyonce was actually fit all the words.
Yeah, that's
I get it. But those have been my three. But let us know your thoughts for the episode using the hashtag TCM show. Now we've got the Song Association game.
Lord.
Ready to see the vocal cords? You ready to see the vocal cords?
I was not looking forward to it. My brain literally will just stop.
You know what, yeah? Watching the show, of course, inspired by L's show, Song Association, and watching like, oh, pick this song, but when you're in it, you're like, oh my God, the pressure.
Yeah.
But do you want to go first, or should I go first with picking the words?
I'll pick the words.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh God, so 5 words, eh?
Okay. Do you know what? I was going to be, should I be nice? Or should
You know
I just
what?
go? So, okay.
She's violence.
First word.
I know that's right. Come on, boys.
Fantasy.
Oh, sing the high key. Sweet, sweet fantasy, baby.
Okay,
Mariah Carey.
all right.
I can't do her key. That key is too high for me.
All right, yeah.
That's 1 point so far.
Red.
Red. Oh, there should be. Oh. Oh, damn. Well, you chose violence, didn't you? Okay, this is an unknown. Okay, not unknown, but it's a less popular Rihanna song. But it's Red Lipstick. All on the paper. Red Lipstick from Talk That Talk album.
Okay, this one. Okay.
Oh, God.
Casio.
Hey, where did you get this from? Where did you get this? No, you chose violence. Casio. What does Casio even mean?
The watch.
Oh, the what?
Or the calculator.
There, I'm gonna despise that one. 'Cause I don't know what that is. You picked a good one, but I don't know what that is.
Okay, so there's a group called Jungle. They have a song called Casio.
Oh,
They go, Casio,
okay.
play it with my heart just like a Casio.
You know what?
Like
I'm
that.
gonna give you that. So
Okay,
I've got 2
I just
out
threw
of
that
3
in
so
there.
far. No,
Okay.
you know what? It's fair. It's
Okay.
fair.
Law.
Law. Oh, I forgot how the words go.
Let's see if he's thinking the one that I'm thinking.
I was thinking of Dave and
Okay.
Snower, Law of Attraction, but I
Okay.
forgot how it goes. Shit. Law. I know there's a song called Your Love's Against the Law, but
You don't know the words. Do you get like a half
oh, I know
point if you know
Bella, Adultsville. It's like I can't share my feelings anymore, like it's against the law.
Okay. See,
Why did nobody
I was
tell
thinking
me
of
that
I
never-
came, I saw, I came,
Oh,
I saw.
that's a banger. They put it at my old workplace
Yeah.
all the time. Okay, so
Yeah.
I've got 3.
You did
3 out of 4.
Okay, last one is eyes.
Eyes. I can see it in the boys' eyes.
That
Word
was
to
rubbish.
Jamelia.
That was rubbish. I was all at home thinking,
You
yeah,
forgot about it. You know, my first word for you might be easy because you actually said a song that has the word in it, but boy.
the boy is mine.
The boy,
Boy
is
is mine.
mine. Okay, second word, part.
She's a part-time lover.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
good. Third word, rise.
What? This is like an easy word.
I know, but I knew it would be
Rise.
tricky.
Oh, why has my head gone? Right.
No, rise.
and fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, that's such
I
an
had a
easy
song
word.
that has that line in it though.
I'm not good with words.
I
but
know, I'm finished. So what song is this?
Rise and Fall, Craig David and
Okay,
Sting.
okay. You know what? Fair. You got 3
Yeah.
out of 3 so far.
Oh, damn.
2 more words.
Okay.
Think.
Think.
Nothing. Think.
Think. Oh, when the lights going off and it's my time to settle down and then tell me what you was feel.
Okay.
Think about me. Yeah.
Yes,
Remember?
okay, cool,
Think
cool,
about me. Yeah.
Okay,
Kendrick.
cool. So that's 4 out of 4. Now, this is the word.
I'm doing good, man.
But you know what? You're going to end up
hurting.
with this. The last word, believe.
Come really.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe
I
in love?
thought of that too. I thought of that already, believe, Mariah Carey.
I'm so proud of myself.
No, well done.
Damn.
You won there.
You know what it is?
You won
I
there.
watch these things all the time,
Yes.
and my brain just goes, "Oh man."
No, you did that. I can't believe you won. So for someone that had, you weren't sure about yourself going to win it, you did well. You got all of it.
Thank
5
you.
out of 5.
Thank you.
That's rare on this pod. So you know what? Well done to you, man. Classic fave time. And you know what? We actually struggled to pick an album, isn't it, with this one? But I think it was right to go with Justin Timberlake's debut album, Justified, which came out in 2002. I was 6
Damn.
when this album came out.
Damn.
But what made you pick this album for Classic fave?
Like you said, there was a few.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I love this album, but I think in terms of an album,
Yes.
front to back,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Amazing, yeah.
I think I probably skip one song, and that's
What
probably
is
the
it?
last song. I don't really care for that song. But yeah, it's just, I think at the time I didn't care for Justin Timberlake. I think anyone in the black community did. Really, like NSYNC was cool, but they released Girlfriend. It was like, and then I'm a big Neptunes fan. So
legends.
For me, that's why I gave it a chance.
Yeah.
And I looked past the fact that it was Justin, and it was just like, literally every song on that album basically was a single.
Yes, practically.
And I think as well, all of the songs that the Neptunes made were actually meant for Michael Jackson.
Yes. I'm
So
happy that you brought it up. I'm happy that you brought it up.
Also made me think, imagine
how
Michael
good
sang
that.
this. And it's like, imagine if you, what's the first song?
Let me see. Hold on. Was it not Cinerita, right? Not Cinerita. What is? Let me check. Just. Like
I Love You.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine Michael Jackson sang that song.
That would have been fire.
It would have been
freaking fire.
But yeah, like, not to beat around the bush. Yeah, it was front to back amazing. Single was on point. Songwriting was on point. There's not anything bad you can really say, and it holds up to this day.
Absolutely, I agree with you. So for me, I think that was my introduction to Justin Timberlake. I think Cry Me a River, it was a hit. Of course, it's about our good sister Britney Spears. I love me some Britney Spears so much, but you know what? I used to flog it for that, but that song, I can't deny it. It is great, and it's got Ty Tribbett, who contributed to the song. Of course, Timberland. I love Timberland, so I spoke about him before on the podcast as a classic fave, and what him and the Neptunes did on this album, it was insane. Like you said, the single choices. I think Cinerita. Was that a single, right? That was a single.
Yes,
and Cry Me a River, as I said. Talk to me. Boy.
That's what I mean. Like, those songs don't get old. Like, if they come on now, like, think about it. These songs have been played on radio since they've come out.
Ever. TV,
but
radio.
they still work. Like, and... You know, I didn't really listen to another Justin album after that. Like, I tried, but it just wasn't the same.
What I would say, though, 2020 experience, I feel like it feels more authentic.
Do you think?
Yeah, because I was watching the interview for Justin Timberlake and Timberland, and they were talking about how they built a relationship, I think post anything going on hiatus and doing the album. It took 2 weeks to make this album. I said, 2 weeks to make the entire album, like to lay the vocals. I think that just shows how amazing they are as artists, but I feel like it was more so Timberland sound and Justin jumping on it, if that made sense.
Maybe in regards to the Timberland songs. I know the Neptune songs, because there's a lot of footage with them in the studio. So I think the Neptune stuff, they kind of worked maybe a bit more closely. And to be honest, they are my favourite songs. Maybe that's just my bias, but it's definitely, I think, and then they tried to run it back a few years ago. They had another album. He's had so many albums. But Pharrell worked on that album and it just didn't really hit.
Was it that one that something about In the Woods?
Like that?
Oh, that album was 2-pack of ass. It was 2-pack of ass. That album, it was a no for me. What are your favourite songs from this album?
Oh, all of them. Yeah, Senorita, Rock Your Body. I can't remember the songs.
I've got my list as well.
I need to look at the songs, you know.
Because you know what is an amazing body of work? I would give it that 100%. Let me go into the album again. It's Senorita, absolutely. I feel Like I Love You, yeah? Take It From Here. I love Take It From Here. Take It From Here. When I played, I said, wow. Greatness. Cry Me a River, vocal excellence. I think his vocal delivery on that song was
Take It From Here. I'm gonna take it from here. Nothing else. Last night.
Come on, give us the vocals. Give us the vocals. No, I love that. I love it.
This album is fun.
No, it's an amazing album. Let me see. What else did I love? I feel like the Janet Jackson track, is she really on the track? I didn't really hear her on that album.
On what song?
What is it called again? What is it called? Hold on, I just lost it. Damn. It's called And She Said, Take Me Now.
Take Me Now.
I feel like she does like some ad-libs. But I don't really hear her.
If they say she's on it,
she's on it. You know what? Give her credit.
Why? Yeah. It's like, why waste the Janet Jackson?
I played it over and over again. I was like, where is it? Where is she? No, I don't know. But like you said, amazing album. I think similar to Beyonce, not just Beyonce, the girls leaving Destiny's Child and coming back. I think that's similar to what they did with NSYNC and him going solo and coming back. So I love it. I love what he did. He was the Beyonce of the group, I guess. He was the Beyonce of the group. But let us know your thoughts on the album using the hashtag TCM Show. Time for latest releases. I'm going to start with The Weeknd's Die For You remix with Ariana Grande. What were your thoughts on this song?
No one asked for it. No one needed it. It's a great song.
Yeah, on his own. Yeah, I agree.
It's Ariana Grande. We've heard her a million times. Like it was obviously a label thing, and she doesn't ruin the song, but like,
It wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary.
No. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think for me, I love Mr. Ariana Grande. I think they've done amazing collaborations together. I feel like they are an amazing dynamic duo. I love Love Me Harder, Off the Table, and Save Your Tears remix. But I feel like this one was clearly for it to go up in the charts.
Yeah,
it was very obvious.
just make another song.
Okay, but you know what it is? I feel like in this case, it's a thing where the song is 6 years old, but it's still like top 10 or whatever. So I think trying to just
6
push
years
it.
old?
It's 6 years old. No, Starboy, Starboy, that album. I love that Starboy album so much. Die For You's.
I'm a part-time Weeknd fan.
What's your favorite album or songs? Or era?
That's it. I think his last album actually was my
The
favorite.
Dawn FM?
Yeah, Dawn FM was actually my favorite. Like I said, I'm not a hardcore, so I don't know his catalogue front to back like that. But in terms of being a casual listener, it was easy to listen to.
No, Dawn FM, it grew on me. Initially, I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, what in the heck is this? But with time, it definitely grew on me. But I feel like Starboy, where this song is originally on, that album got me through uni. It got me through uni at the time.
I didn't know it was that old.
No, it's old. So I think because it's really charted and it's now gone to the top 10, you're trying to push it. Like you said, it's definitely a label decision to...
I wonder if he's got like a greatest hits coming out or something.
You know what? But I think there's a new album for his live show that he did. I think.
Okay.
So it makes sense. The timing of it. I'm glad that you clocked it. You definitely clocked it because I think he's definitely trying to, of course, occupy those charts, the album and the singles.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I know this song and like I'm a casual listener.
Yes.
I do like.
But you didn't realize that it was that old.
I didn't know it was that old. I thought
that album is
maybe,
fantastic.
Yeah, no, he's talented, man. Like,
it's such a
nothing you can say
fantastic
about
album.
that. He's a great artist. Never seen him live. I think I would like to. Actually.
You know what? But people are scared of his live show because it looked possessive. Like he looked possessed because it's red and it's dark.
He was demonic back in the day.
You know what?
He kind of still is on the slide.
You know what? He does have that dark side, but I love it. I feel like I can't relate to it because I'm a dark person. But I like especially on that Starboy album, there's certain songs that are very dark and very it's very touching like death. I'm like, okay, but I think I'm quite a bright person, personality-wise, but I like something that I can't relate to. Something like SZA's album, I can't relate to it anymore. But I love someone expressing how they feel, if I don't really agree or relate to it. If that makes sense. But I think out of their collaborations, I would say this is my least favorite. I would say Ariana Grande does sound more mature, especially compared to her previous works. But as for the collabs, I'll put it probably last. Because Love Me Harder is fantastic. I love Save Your Tears for the same reason. I feel like her vocals there showed growth. Off the Table is a fantastic song as well. But in this case, like you said, unnecessary, but I get it in terms of the
it makes
numbers
sense.
point of view.
In terms of marketing.
But for the culture, do we need it? No.
Yeah, we didn't need it.
Next up, we have got Stormzy's Hide and Seek remix, another remix with Rema. What were your thoughts on this one?
I love Rema. I love Stormzy.
I love Rema,
again, I think this was a label thing. I think it's different enough to stand on its own.
Yes, I agree with that.
But again, I would have rather them to be on a song, a brand new collaboration, because I think that would have hit harder.
That'd be good.
A lot of people, as listeners, we're not silly, we're not stupid.
We know what we're doing.
We kind of know a copy and paste format for remixes, and it sounds like that. And I would have liked more of a collaboration on something.
I agree. I think for me, the pros of the song is I love what Rema contributed to it. I feel like Rema's in a lane of his own now, and I really respect what he's doing. I feel like he's just so fantastic. Even his previous singles, Holiday and Reason You, which came out a few weeks ago, like he has his sound, and I love how they switched it up. It's on a piano instead of like the laid back version, but I like it. I like it. I like it.
If it came on, I wouldn't be mad. But I'm not. I wouldn't listen to it.
I agree with you. In terms of we need another collaboration, a fresh song, no remix. But I like it. I will say I like it. I definitely like it. Next, I've got Phabo, Out of Touch, featuring Shae Universe. We've got the US and UK collaborating together.
You know what? So this is where I'm going to be honest. I didn't know. I know the names. I've never listened to them. So I wrote notes.
Yeah.
Well,
you said that was the notes.
What was it? It was okay. It was a bit flat, but like it made me be like, "Oh, who is this?" Checked out some of the stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like I might give it a little listen, but it didn't bowl me over.
I love this one.
It was a good song, but I don't want to sound like I'm
you weren't wowed.
I wasn't.
Okay,
no.
that's fair. But I think for me, I think because I only recently discovered Phabo week before even this
Yeah.
came out, and of course I listened to Shae Universe separately. I love that the storytelling of it, of course, because she is from London and
Yeah.
she's from the US. You know, so he's from the US.
US.
Sorry, and yeah, I love it. I love it for that reason. I like it. That's my kind of sound, to be honest. That's why I would love it, because that's my kind of vibe. Actually, what kind of vibe do you listen to? Because I see like a diverse range, but
I do listen to everything. Like when
But what's
I
your
hate
core
when people
phase?
say that, but I do actually listen to everything. Like, I'll listen to, like I said to you before, like I'll listen to Korean music, Japanese, French music. Like I don't need to. I'm not a lyrics guy. I just like
There's a
vibe.
vibe and
Yeah,
how
I
it
like
feels.
vibe.
Cool.
I kind of like that so I like that in between of, if it's R&B, I like it to be like a Lucky Day, where it's mad musical
that's my guy.
and mad dynamic, and be like,
Yeah.
ooh, that change, where did that come from? Like, ooh, where's that? Like, that's why, like, I love R&B. For me, it's just like, na na na,
Na, na, na, na. Goodbye.
oh, and that's it. And this song's done, and I'm like, I want like a trumpet to come in somewhere, but okay. So I like Kate Tronada kind of vibe,
Yeah.
just have singing on it, or
Yeah.
like Afro beats. I love like that kind of thing, like. But yeah, that's my kind of
I
vibe.
like it. I know what, you've got a very diverse range. I feel like,
Yeah.
speaking of R&B, someone that's coming back soon, Victoria Monet, I can't wait for her to come back,
Yeah.
because that kind of sound, like you said, the trumpets, hers singing, the writing as well.
Yeah, Victoria Monet, do
Yeah,
love her.
I love. Funny enough, is with Lucky Day, so
Yeah.
I look forward to
Yeah,
that
she's
collaboration. I think that's in a week or two. Next up, you're 22.
Hey!
Two, that's
How
a
to
handle. Come on, girl, I wanna handle you. For my
Oh,
I know you said that you love this song when I
you
listened
said
to
that
you.
to me, I was like, add it to the playlist.
Ah, no, that's right.
That one for me out the bunch you said,
was
that's
your
my
favourite?
vibe. Like,
Yes.
that is my vibe. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like a nice little vibe. You just come in.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy on
Yeah.
it, but it's just a vibe. And it's
Yes.
like, I know the words now.
It's catchy, isn't
Bro,
it?
I'm not familiar with that artist.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
yeah,
of the
yeah,
name,
yeah.
but again, there's
Yeah.
so much music out there.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's
like,
true, it's
yeah, I'll check out his stuff. But yeah, that's fire. Like, I don't know what more. Like, what do you know his backstory? Like, or much
So
about
he
him?
went viral last year with a song called X on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, so that went viral, and then this is the follow-up single with that. So you know what, for me,
Oh, so he's only just released.
yeah. So I think these are the main two that he's known for.
damn.
Maybe there might be some before, but the ones that made him blow was
so
EXO.
he's like
and
2
this
for 2
one.
right now.
Yeah, literally. I think with this one, he teased it for time, and people were like, release this shit, man. Come on, like. And I think when it came out, we're like,
Yeah.
wow. I think it's on 2 million streams already on Spotify. Yeah. I think it's even independent, you know. But as a fun, you baby. So honestly, it is a fantastic
That
song,
song is
and
fire.
I didn't know what to expect after EXO. I was like, it's gonna be a one-hit wonder. Like, what do we expect from this?
Yeah.
And I think he surprised a lot of us.
Yeah.
He does sound a little bit different on the final version versus the snippet. But I love this energy a lot. Like, it's
So is he like an Afrobeats kind of artist?
I was. Where would I categorize that?
Because when I listen to that song, like, I'm a bit. I'm not really educated on Afrobeats. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
I
Like,
get
I'm
it, I
a
get
casual
it.
listener.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say I know everything. So when I first heard that, I was like, oh, is he like a Afrobeats artist?
Yeah.
So I tried to do some research on him,
Yeah.
and then he's from Ends, and I'm like, okay. Like, so
Yes.
I was like, but he's got Nigerian background.
Yes,
yeah,
he does. He does. So I think it's given Afro pop.
Okay.
I won't say Afro beats. Afro pop. I'll say
Yeah,
Afro
yeah,
pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I would
that's
say
my
it makes
ignorance.
more sense
I
to
don't
me, you
know.
know.
Yeah.
'Cause I think with him, I don't think he wants to even be put in a genre. But if I
Genre,
was to, it would be Afro
Okay,
pop.
fair enough.
But this song is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good
I
song.
think it's a visual out. I think the visual's out for this one. I've not watched it yet, but it's great enough to listen on its own without having the visual anyway for me. So, like you said, fantastic. So I was so happy when he sent me that. I was like, come on,
Yeah,
I love
I do
that.
like that.
Next up, Tamera, Frozen. What were your
I
thoughts on this
don't
one?
know much about this girl. It was better than the other one I thought was Meh.
Which one? Insensitive?
Yeah,
I thought
but
the same thing. Actually.
again, it never bowled me over. But I liked
could
it.
appreciate
I could
what it
appreciate.
was, yes.
Yeah.
Similar to what you said as well, Insensitive, I liked it, but I was like, would it stand the test of time? I said that a few episodes ago when it came out. But
Yeah.
this one, I love the production. I love her vibe on it. It makes a lot of sense. But what I would say about Timberlake is that I need to promote her music more. Because she will post it and then go.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't go. Push it, you
But
know?
It's difficult. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I
just
get
like-
it,
is
100%.
Is she signed? Or?
I need to confirm that. I don't want to say what it's not true, but
Yeah.
what I would say that she did come from X Factor.
When was this?
Good question. I would say about almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So she's been gone for a while. Came back. She went viral with Flipside a few years ago during lockdown.
Okay.
You know, so this
she's
song,
quite old then.
Yeah, she's been here for a bit. She's
Yeah,
been
if you're
for a
saying
bit.
X Factor 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'll say about 10 years. About.
Wow.
But she's glowed up, you know, she's matured, got her own sound now.
Yeah.
I feel like she just have her lane that she's going towards. Like, Wicked just went viral. Shortly after Flipside, did a remix with Hailey. Is it Hailey or Hailey? Hailey from Western. Hailey.
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 Yeah, I think.
I always
don't
mix
quote
up
me on that.
Hailey and Haley and whatever.
Yeah,
but Hailey, did a remix and that was a sensational remix. I wish it got pushed as well, even just to like promote it on socials. But it was a fantastic collaboration. So I think she's going down that wickedest route. I wonder if she's going to keep on going down that route. It's going to give us more sounds. I don't know. I look forward to it, but I like Frozen. I think that I prefer this one over Insensitive by far. I think it's already in my on repeat playlist on Spotify. Next up, Kali Uchis, Moonlight from her album that came out yesterday, Red Moon in Venus. What are your
album's
thoughts?
out
Yeah, it
now.
came out, but I thought it was going to be too early to do a review on it.
Kali Uchis.
Kali Uchis, what are your thoughts on the song?
I like her when she speaks Spanish.
My Spanglish queen.
I like her when she features. I'm not really. I don't think I'm an album kind of guy when it comes to her. The song's cool. It just sounds like another Kali Uchis song, if I'm honest. But she's. Yeah, I think I'm on the fence with Kali Uchis and that song.
You know, the first, like, from my previous guests from Stallion City podcast, they said the same thing as well. Like, we kind of like her as a featuring artist, but I think as a lead artist on her music, how do we feel?
I think it's because vocally she hasn't got much range, and that's not a bad thing. It's just the truth. Her music is, again, it's not very dynamic. It's just a nice vibe. It's just a vibe.
It's like a genre. She's stuck with the genre.
Yeah. And she's talented again. I prefer when she features on stuff. But it's a good song, yeah.
I think for me, I prefer this over the first single for this album. I think it's called I Wish She Roses. I think that's what it's called. I think.
Okay.
That song, I was not glued to that at all. But this one, I love the vibe. I feel like mine's with Insecure. I feel like it will fit in on that show very well, Insecure. Yeah. I love it. I feel like I've had it on repeat. It's definitely a favourite, and it makes me listen to the album. Yeah. But I wonder, like you said, would it be exploring different sounds? I look forward to hearing the Some Walker collaboration. Okay. There's Some Walker, they've done something together. Okay. I know her and her boyfriend, Don Toliver, as well.
How many songs they got together?
They got 3 now, so I think they got Drugs and Hello Melodies. Yeah, the one that came out. I love that song so much. I forgot the one that they did for his album. And it's one for the one that
I need to listen to his album, actually.
No, I've listened to it. I need to spend more time with it before I talk about it. But does it show growth?
With Don Toliver, you're not going to get growth from him.
It's the same sound.
Yeah.
It's safe. It's very safe. I feel like they're very similar as a couple, to be honest. They're very similar. They're very safe with their sound. Yeah. Last but not the least, Tay Iwar's Healing. How was that song for you? You didn't like it? Why did you like it?
Okay, I'm not going to be mean.
No, speak your mind.
The chorus was catchy.
Yeah, I love the chorus.
I think that probably was it. I could see that on TikTok, the chorus. But again, it wasn't really. I'm so mean.
Don't be, you know what? For this podcast, I want everyone to be honest. You know, we're not gonna like everything, you know. So I want you to be honest.
They're not bad songs. It's just not my taste. So I listened to it a couple times. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know what to say about it apart from the fact that it's just not me.
Yeah, I get it.
The chorus was catchy, and that was like the plus side for me. But that was it. But you're gonna say I love it.
No, for me, I needed time with it. You know, I needed time with it because I think which I was like, when I saw the title Healing, I thought it was gonna be like a slow ballad. Yeah. Then when I played, I was like, oh, this is not what I expected. I feel like him as an artist, vocally gifted.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I think was it something that we needed. That's for the audience to decide. That's what you know. But I love him. He's talented. Yeah, it might grow on me. You never know. I can see it growing on me. I think I need more time with it. But definitely, it's nice. Yeah. It's nice. Yeah. But it's time for the trending topics. You know what? I wanted to talk about this because I spoke about Wizkid's album a couple of episodes ago. Yeah, and I was like, I didn't feel that it's not about it even matching Made in Lagos per se, but I didn't feel like it was needed. And of course he announced his tour, and unfortunately he had to postpone the tour until further. It was meant to start yesterday, actually.
Was it a world tour?
It was a world tour. It was meant to start yesterday, funny enough, and then it got postponed to 4. So the reason I want to talk about, because I know the fans or this stan culture, like the Burna Boy stans, Davido, what's it, Davide? That's Love Island. Okay, yeah. Davido stans. They are saying like, oh, he's a flop, oh, he's this, oh, he's that.
What was the reason he gave?
He gave unforeseen difficulties. I don't know what he said specifically, but yeah, he said. But I think the message between line was low sales. I think if you go on the websites of in America and here, the sales were defo. There's a lot of empty seats basically.
Is he? And it was meant to start already.
Yesterday.
How long has it been promoted for?
A month or two.
Yeah, that's.
And I think it was not smart. And I think also he just
Beyonce.
wrapped his tour for Made in Lagos last year. So I think there was not enough time.
I think. I don't. Yeah, you're not Beyonce.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I think he would have sold it out eventually. You need at least 6 months.
Yeah, an intense promo,
a world tour.
Yeah, and also stadiums. And
arenas. Yeah. You need at least 6 months, and that might not even be enough. Yeah. For some people.
And I also feel like it should have been an intimate tour, like small venues, something like what he did for Apple Music with this album.
Money.
I know, but he didn't get enough of the Made in Lagos tour.
Yeah, but he's tasting that stadium.
I feel like it was his team though. I feel like it was his team that made him do that, because I think just based on the response to the album itself, like even when people were talking about like, of course expected, we didn't like the album, and the tour is based on the album, so it was. I'm not surprised per se, but hopefully they can.
And he's just come off a tour as well. So why would he have another one so close?
So, and I think even this album should have been released next year. I feel like just give us some time to miss you, you know, and to still appreciate, because Made in Lagos is a fantastic album, like that Americans are still falling in love with. Yeah. So to give us the More Love, Less Ego so soon, and it didn't really do much. I always said the last song felt like the first song for me. I didn't feel like the songs before. Grabbed me. I was like, okay, this is Wizkid, you know, but this is Wizkid, you know, that final song Frames. I love that song.
It's a interesting one because these guys are, his team labeled, they're knowledgeable people. Like, I don't understand why they would.
Are they?
No, but they've done tours. They've been in the game for nearly a decade. Like, you know how.
I don't think he needs it on his name right now.
You don't need it, but it'll be fine.
I think he'll be fine. I don't think he's a flop just because of the situation. Because honestly, what he's done with this album and this is his rise, it can't be undone. So I think it's just fans being stupid.
He's cemented for a long time.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Next up, Michael B. Jordan has been doing his promo for Creed 3. I think he's the director of it. I'm sure you've seen this. And there was a reporter that was being very friendly, but these times it was someone that had bullied him when he was in school, and he was like, "I'm still that cool guy, right?" What were your thoughts when you saw that?
I saw this before you said it to me, and I love it.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm a petty person.
Oh, listen, and we see each other.
You know what it is? Sometimes you just gotta say what it is.
Absolutely.
And it's like, excuse me,
you can't fake the funk.
What? You trying to wait? What?
You're trying to beg with me now?
You're standing there with a microphone. What? I would have done exactly the same thing. Do you know what? He could have walked past her and ignored her.
I agree.
But no, he deserves to talk to her. But then again, he's giving her airtime. But I don't know. No, I think he comes.
I feel like it was good promo for the movie as well. To be fair,
yeah, that's true.
It was smart.
True. I haven't seen any of the Creeds, but I want to see this one.
You know what? Same here. Cause I got Jonathan Majors as well, and of course himself. He's the director as well.
In that. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah.
For me, when I saw it, I was laughing because I think I eventually noticed this was the same reporter that actually made Kehlani feel uncomfortable last year.
Really?
There was a situation where I think Kehlani had an interview and they used the wrong pronouns for Kehlani, and they were doing it intentionally. And when they spoke out about it, they also insulted further. Okay. So I was like, clearly you've not changed. You have not changed as a person.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like everyone's had that person in school that even if it wasn't bullying, it was just like, I don't like you. Like, leave me alone. Like kind of thing.
I agree.
And it's like, I remember that. You don't forget that.
You never forget. You never forget that.
That's 5+ years of your life, you know, and kudos to him.
I think he handled it with so much grace, you know. I respect him. Definitely. I respect him. Well done to him on the movie. I'm hearing great things about it, so it's good. Yeah. Next up, we have got Drake, who spoke on possible retirement. Of course, not really now, but in the future. What are your thoughts on this conversation? Do you feel like it's time for him to think about it, so there's more to get from him?
I don't like the word retirement. I think when you make music, you make music. You're never going to retire. I think that's, this word is reserved for rap and hip hop, and I don't understand why. I'm stupid, but I've always said with Drake, go away for a bit. And I think that's his problem. Yes. That's why he's using these words about retiring. It's like, bruv, You literally can make an album every 2-3. You can still feature all the time, but make an album every 2-3 years.
Even 5 years at this point.
Even because let's be honest, he's not doing anything amazing. He's not making anything new.
Yeah, I agree.
They're not gonna miss you. You're a multi-millionaire. You're fine.
You're fine. Yeah,
but
it's true.
I think, he just needs to take some time out.
I agree. I think for me, the last album that I loved from him was Certified Lover Boy. Even after that, I just felt, okay.
Dude, I can't even remember the last album.
I'm finished. What is your favorite album from Drake, though?
I don't know. He's had so many. Like, the first few, like, the one where he's on the table with the candle.
Take Care.
Yeah.
Right, Take Care.
That's how far.
Yes.
And I listened to
Take Care's a classic.
the one where he's a baby on the front.
Is
looking up to the
this
sky.
Nothing... No, I'm lying. Nothing what to say?
That shows you how much I know about him.
Let me confirm.
I did listen to
let me see.
the More Life stuff.
Yes.
Casually.
Even
But
Views.
in terms of views again, but it's like after a while, it's like it's the same stuff. And I feel like in the first,
Enough what to say is what you're talking about. Yes,
in the first 2-3 albums, we were getting to know Drake.
Yes.
It was all new.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, and then he's got all these albums with Future. He's got all these. I'm
Yo,
done.
let me
Drake,
count actually.
But he just needs to
2,
relax.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 albums.
Why?
Can we cool down for Jesus?
Why?
What is going on? I love Drake. I love what he's done for the culture, what he's done with his sound, how he's explored various sounds. But I think it's time for a break.
But do you think he's scared to he thinks that he's not going to be relevant?
You know what? I think he touched on this when he's talking about the whole retirement thing.
Yeah.
He's talking about how like he felt like at one point he had to be a guy or the guy.
Yeah.
So I feel like he feels pressure to be the guy, but I feel like you are the guy now. So cool down.
But he's put that pressure on himself.
Yeah.
If he took a couple years out here and there, no one would even think of it like that.
Yeah. I
feel
feel
like he's done
coming
that.
back, look at Ariana, for example, like if she come back with an album right now, it'll be like, oh my God, it's been 7 years.
Yeah.
The demand is there. I don't think there's that much of a demand for Drake anymore. I feel like, because they know we're going to get anyway.
He's like the furniture now.
Yeah.
He's just there.
I feel like he's allowed demand to build.
Yeah.
Like tease us with like features, like you said, you know, even like if it's one-off singles here and there.
Do you get excited when you see featuring Drake on a song?
Not anymore.
That's what I mean.
Not anymore.
And I think when you get that feeling, it's time to duck out. Yeah. When I see featuring Jay-Z,
oh yeah, because you're not gonna be off
featuring
substance.
Kendrick even, fire.
Yes,
Like,
I agree with you on that. 100%.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
I agree. I wish him well though. I like him.
Yeah,
I also like some Drake,
yeah.
but other than that, he needs to cool down. Megan Thee Stallion is finally free from the label 1501 Certified Entertainment, and then her CEO also apologizes for basically the beef. I'll say it's more one-sided, to be honest.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on happy that she's free at last?
I remember when this popped up.
Yeah.
It was like a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
It's just business, innit?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I feel like it was business that turned personal, because even the fact that the CEO was chilling with Tory, and he actually admitted that he doesn't even know Tory like that. He just was chilling with him just to like
So
taunt
is
her.
this a thing because he was with Tory?
No, I think it's before. I think it's before it was. I think there was an agreement, and I think she was not being paid well. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I think she was underpaid. I think that was the root of it, and she's trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
And I think they feel like, oh, like you're betraying us. Does that make
Well,
sense?
I think from their point, she signed the contract, and obviously at the time that was the best she could get.
Yeah, at the time.
And shit happens.
Yeah,
she becomes
blew.
famous, and now
I'm a savage.
now you want to be like, I don't need you anymore. It's like I get it. I get both sides.
Both sides, yeah.
I feel like there could have been a settlement, because if you've signed a piece of paper, you signed a piece of paper. You can't pick and choose. Like it goes both ways. But obviously, I don't know the ins and outs of it. There's always
Two sides of the
some
truth.
yeah, exactly. So, but I think she's out of it now.
Yeah,
She
I'm
can go her
happy.
separate
Like,
way. Yeah.
I look forward to what we're gonna get from her. 'Cause I feel like maybe her wanting to get out did not allow her to really be her best in her music. So hopefully we do get.
I don't think we've even really seen Megan Thee Stallion properly.
Or scratch the surface when it comes to. I agree with you on that.
I feel like she can do so much more.
Yeah.
But I
agree with
feel
that.
like she's just doing the safe stuff right now.
To even get out of that.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm hoping, I can see Rock Nation, of course. I can
Yeah,
see
they know
that
what
being
they're
a,
doing. Yeah, yeah.
you know. So hopefully with that, we can get more. 'Cause I do love, what do you call it, EPs and mixtape Megan so much. Like, I feel like that version of her, she was going hard. I
Yeah,
think the
yeah.
albums, because more commercial. I love Traumazine more than the first album. No, I would never love that album. But Traumazine, it was good, especially in her circumstance. So like she wants to get out of the contract. It was still a good album. I wish that was her debut, if I'm being honest. Lastly, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has just gone viral all of a sudden. I don't know how this happened. I've tried to research and no one has the answers. But what are your thoughts, of course, on this meme going around of Kevin Hart right now?
It's random, like you said. Like, why is it like they're hilarious?
Yes.
But it's like, why? Like, it's so random.
Yeah.
And it's like random pictures of him as well. Has he released something recently?
The funny thing is that I don't even think so, but I think he should.
Because I looked into it and I didn't even know this was a thing.
I have seen, like, he has a reaction for everything.
Yeah.
Like, I saw, there's one that's quite gruesome. I think he's wearing like an ombre from white to red. And someone said, when I see a guy that makes me like that I fancy. And then it was like, I was like, oh no, like, it's crazy. Like, what are your favorites ones you've seen that you've liked? What are your favorite ones?
Only the ones that you sent me about when you're caught cheating on your test.
Oh.
And it's like that, it's looking up. And I was like, that's joke. There's loads of others, but that's the one that's stuck in my head.
There's too many, man.
He's just got that face that literally, it's like he's always smiling or up to something.
Always, I think his reactions are all on his face, basically.
He's hilarious though.
Yeah. But actually, one more topic I just remembered. Chris Brown. I know he sent it to me.
I said that.
Did you go to the
tour? I wanted to talk about it.
Did you go to the tour, right?
I didn't.
I would have loved to if I got it for free.
Yeah.
But if to pay, because I'm going to see a couple. I want to see like Ari Lennox, even JLS. I got JLS tickets yesterday.
Do you know what? I always laughed and teased my girlfriend about that. I was like, I want to go see JLS.
No,
I don't really care. I don't care for them. First of all, I don't. But I think it'd be hilarious.
The
going off topic. S Club.
The groups are reuniting. They've got S Club, we've got JLS, Sugar Babe.
Listen,
they're all reuniting
energy
now.
prices have gone up.
Listen, cost of living crisis.
Bills. Oh my god! But the Chris Brown thing, like,
of course, I think you got a Babe on the stage, trying to serenade her, whatever, and she's busy recording herself. And then I think he put it down the first time.
Oh, he put it down.
I think he put it on the first time, and then the second time, boom, he dashed into the audience.
Okay.
What were your thoughts on this?
Okay. Now, ignorant Joe is like, I love it. I love that. Some toxic masculinity.
I am screaming about the toxic masculinity.
But on the other side, it's like, bruv, like,
knowing your history.
Well, that's what I mean. And he's done some crazy stuff as well, Joe. And it's like, dude, like, I get what you're saying. You want her to be in the moment, focus. You're a performer. You're performing to her, and she's literally texting. It looks like she's obviously she's doing selfies.
Trying to maybe like unlock her phone or whatever.
But when he smiles and dashes it like a frisbee, I'm like, that is
not
jokes.
A frisbee.
It was jokes.
Not a frisbee now.
and then I started laughing, and my girlfriend was like, "No, peep the situation. Imagine." She's got her credit cards in there. Imagine she's got no money on her and that's her way home. Imagine she's with friends and then they just put her in any random part of the place. Imagine now if she, God knows what's happening. Like, because I said to her, nah, he'll probably take her backstage and send her some money. My girlfriend was like, on what?
No, you know what? I like your girlfriend. She's cool.
I was like, oh yeah. Like, on what?
True.
Like, because I was just thinking, just Monzo it, like whatever. But yeah, that's deep.
No, I can't lie. I saw it. I was like, oh, sir, not again. Of course, I think even recently there's been a lot of controversy into like the collaboration with Chloe. I listened to it. Actually, I didn't include it in this episode, funny enough. But I would say the sample does carry for me. Yeah. I feel like Chris actually does overshadow Chloe on the track.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I think
he does most of the time anyway.
You know,
he
but yeah, I think even with that, and then I think was it the Grammys where he came for like an R&B artist that won the award? I said, so just cool down. And you know what? I get it in terms of, I feel like people can stop doing that. If you're on stage, put the phone in the pocket. People are recording you already. Yeah, so just download it from TikTok, download it from Instagram. You will see it go viral eventually.
I don't know. Just
or give your phone to a friend or somebody in the audience.
People are just, I don't know. Like, I
think it is too caught in trying to catch everything.
We've all been on stage before at concerts, and it's like, I've never ever taken out my phone.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly.
why? Like, I'm with.
I want to be in the moment.
I'm with one of my favorite artists on stage, dancing, having the time. I feel great up here, and I'm taking my phone out. Like,
to record.
For what? Like,
I agree.
It lives up in here. Like, I'm not gonna show this video to anybody, and even if I look back at it, it's not gonna. Imagine the phone. Literally, you just see Chris Brown's head in the back. It doesn't mean anything.
Like I said, like people are recording from different angles. You're gonna see yourself here,
Not on
here,
the big screen.
Yeah, literally. Like someone is going to record that. You know.
But
so
I don't condone what he did. It was a bit wild. In the moment, he probably was just like, "You're annoying."
Like focus on me. Focus on the moment.
But I wonder what she said after the situation.
I think she did find it though. Thank God somebody gave back to her. I saw a video of her getting the phone back after the show. I think everyone had left, and I think the people that got it like stayed there, and then they gave it to her. She's lucky because someone taking it and put it in their bag and gone home. Very lucky. I feel like it's very rare.
Maybe this is 2023 phone. Imagine if this was like early 2000 whatever phone. People are taking that.
It's gone. It is gone. Like I was worried that she was going to get it back, but I think
she's lucky.
Thank God she got it back.
She's lucky. I wouldn't have given that to her.
I was screaming.
It's not even that I would have stolen it. It's just that, why am I giving you the phone?
I'm shouting. But that is all that we've got for today's episode. Joe, you are amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time. Let them know for the last time, where can they find you?
Go on joetroy.com. I'm sure you'll have links and all that good stuff. So check me out.
Of course. It's been your boy Manny. Follow me on socials, The Classic Man on Twitter, The Classic Manny, Instagram, TikTok. I'm posting more on TikTok now. Support the podcast by following, sharing, using the hashtag, all them good things there. You know, if you're on YouTube, leave a comment, use the hashtag if you're on Twitter. But as I always end the podcast, don't forget to always do you and be unapologetic. Bye.
You can be me when you look this clean, old fashioned.